I've been slacking, haven't cooked a while, giving you all anything in my so yummy delicious kitchen. But right here I have some black rice that I'm going to be cooking with my garlic, my little veggie seasoning cube, some Goya pickle, chickpeas. What is it? Pickle? I don't know. I was getting ready to say Pikachu. We really was about to say Pikachu. I don't have no idea why, but we was getting ready to say it. Ah. So, if I could get it open. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to use all of those. Freeze the other. But I'm going to strain the excess juice off of my chickpeas. I got some chicken over there that I'm cooking for my mom and son. My mango in here. I cut mine in a bowl because, well, peel it in a bowl so that I can eat the juice. I need the juice. I got some purple yams. Some asparagus. Some frozen mixed veggies that I throwing out. You want to throw them out, you can actually just pour these in the chickpeas too, because you want to put them all together for the dish that I'm getting ready to make. And I'm going to add a little bit of spinach. I'm going to stir fry some spinach. I'm going to add some spinach to my black rice and my chickpeas. Thanks for watching, guys. I can't see who's watching. For some reason, Facebook does that. Sometimes it lets me see. Most time it does not. Stupid. Hi, Facebook. And I can't eat lima beans. I literally have bad allergic reactions to lima beans. So we have to actually pick these lima beans out of the mixed vegetables. So that's why you guys see me sticking my hands down in here. Don't worry, my hands are extremely clean. I won't be playing that. Look, I got my soap. Y'all see my soap dish over there? Let me show you. Not just detergent, I have my soap dish too. About that. Oh, be playing that dirtiness. So once I pick out all of the lima beans out of this, got this one piece, this one. Look at there it is. I've been allergic to lima beans since I was a little girl. They make me, anything that's on my stomach, if I eat lima beans, whatever is on my, I just regurgitate. I can't eat them. So now, got that done, I'm going to go ahead and cook my rice. I'm going to cook it in a big pot like this with 4 cups of water, which is, what, a quart? So I'm going to cook this on this back eye. You don't have to let your water get necessarily hot. I have mine medium heat. And I'm going to put a quart of water. Hey, Vicky. How are you, love? And I'm going to also make some plantain. I'm going to cook my plantain. I like my plantain to get ripe because that's when you get the most nutrients out of it. Not only that, the flavor is better when it's like this. The best way to make your rice to know your rice will come out good, if you don't use the rice cooker or whatever, you just like to cook your stuff on the stove top like me. I like the old-fashioned way. I don't need all that extra stuff. It's just extra money to spend. But always use 2 cups of water per 1 cup of rice. Simple. It don't matter what kind of rice. That's the easiest way. So I'm going to go ahead and put my black rice into my pot. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to peel this mango. And some people use their hands, some people use a knife. It all depends. So you can use a what you call it, a peeler or whatever, because most times it'll just peel off. You know, it just be slippery. So because mango is a slippery fruit, it can be very slippery. I have the tendency to keep a piece of paper towel next to me so that I don't do that. But normally, if you don't cut directly into it too much and you actually just pulling the peel for the most part off of it, it usually don't be liquid. It doesn't get too liquidy like that, you know, unless it's an extra juicy one. Because there are very extra juice ones. This one is actually very soft. And so that's why I can just peel it like this pretty easily. It's not hard to peel it at all, as you all can see. I really don't even need this knife, but I'm going to use it anyway, because I get finished with it faster and I don't have to worry about it being too slippery in my hand. So the faster you get finished peeling it, the less you got to worry about it slipping and sliding in your hand. And once I get this cut, I'm going to slice it up, dice it up, and I'm going to actually show you guys how I'm going to actually be cooking this. What I'm going to actually be doing with this mango is I'm going to use some of it in the chicken that I'm baking for my mom and my son. And then some of it I'm going to use on my salmon. Hi, Delina. How are you? If you take a slice of the mango and you just put it on top of your salmon, great flavor. Add a little bit of seasoning to it if you want, Old Bay or, you know, whatever seasoning you use. A little bit of pink salt, Himalayan salt, and black pepper, a little bit of garlic, and just slice you some mango, put it on top of your salmon, and bake it. It's really good. So you see how easy it is for me to cut this mango up. Very easy. You don't have to go through all that extra stuff like they be trying to show. Like, you got to go through all of that. You know, keep it simple. Got a complex simplicity. You know, it only gets tougher when you get close to the seed with anything, you know. But I normally just eat it. Eat around the seed when it gets really close to the seed like that, which I'm going to do. Good. And I'm going to show y'all a trick, teach y'all a trick. If you have a lot of mango left over, a lot of peeling left over, even just a little bit like this, you can actually make this into a tea. You boil the peeling and you just add some honey to it and make you some mango tea. That's simple. Same thing with pineapple. So, wash my hands. Put this right there. So I got my little saucepan, and I'm going to show you all how I'm going to cut up my mango. Well, I found this to be much easier for me. Everybody, you know, have their own style of doing stuff, but for me, cooling our shears. Hey, Shatima. Cooling our shears is going to be your friend because it helps you cut through this. Now, the only thing with mango, because it is slippery, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you have a good grip on it. Come on in, Queen. My queen in here laughing at me because she knows that I be doing my videos and stuff, and it just tickle her pink. So, I got my mango in here, cutting it up. And you want to be careful with your culinary shears because you don't want to cut yourself up. That stings. But you do want to cube your mango. Once you get your mangoes cubed, we're going to put them over here in the pot. Mango has its own water and is a high water retention fruit, so you don't have to add anything to it. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to it to give it a nice flavor. And we're going to actually add this in our food to give our food a little kick. But like I said, I'm going to put mine on my salmon. So I'm going to have my baked salmon. And I'm going to put mine on my salmon. Some of this is going to go in the chicken once it's done, and I strain it because you don't want to cook it in the chicken because it's going to kill the flavor. And this is almost like a natural sauce. Like people who like sauce, barbecue sauce, and all those different kind of sauces. You got a healthy way of saucing up, having your condiments without all of the sodium. Hey, Shavani. I'm surprised Facebook actually showing me who's watching because normally I'd never see. I'm surprised. Facebook, in its bipolarness, sometimes it shows, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm cutting up this mango, guys. And I cut it up in a bowl so I don't lose my juice. Most people will hold it over the sink or they hold it over a trash can. And I'm like, don't do that because then you're going to lose a lot of juice off of it. And then it's going to be kind of like watered down. But, alright. So I have my mango chopped up, diced up. And I'm just going to pour it over into this little skillet right here. This is really last minute, guys. I promise you I was not even planning on doing a video. I was just really cooking. There's my black rice. I'm going to turn that down. Let it simmer. That's my black rice that I have that I'm cooking. And then I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to about 750. Then I'm going to have my purple yams and my asparagus that are right here. You all can't really see. And my asparagus, and I'm going to bake them. And then I'm going to have my plantain. And I'm going to cook. So, I'm just going to cook these a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And I have chicken over here in this other pot, in this cooker, roaster, whatever you call it, something. I got this for my mom, my son. And when I clean this chicken, I use gloves. I wear gloves. But I'm going to tell you something. When you're cooking chicken, when you clean chicken, use baking soda and apple cider vinegar to clean it, okay? It helps you get all of that extra fattening and crazy stuff off of it. Hey, Sonny. How are you, my friend? So, while we got the mango doing this thing, whatever, just letting it sizzle a little bit. You can add I don't like to really add water to it because it kind of kills the flavor. If you have some green tea handy, let me show you how quick. Let me show you what you do. If you have to add water to the mango, which I'm going to have to. You want to take a green tea bag and you're going to pour it in there, put it in there, and you're going to add some water. Because what that does, it keeps all of the flavor without the mango getting watered down and watering out the flavor. You'll still be able to keep your flavor. So that's what we're going to do. Little trick, something. For those who probably didn't know that you could actually do that. And once this mango starts to cook and everything, we're going to go ahead and add it to our meat. I'm going to cook the salmon. It's going to be the last thing I cook because it's so easy to cook salmon. Thank you, Shatima. Happy Sunday to you too. Dang, I can't believe it's already Sunday. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm going to be what time is it? Oh shoot, let me see. Okay, because I'm supposed to be chiming in with Jennifer Holiday. Today's her 60th. Well, tomorrow I think is her actual birthday, but she's going to have a birthday celebration, virtual birthday party at 6. I think it is. But I have my I have to go in online and chime in. I need to check it. As a matter of fact, I need to see what time it's supposed to start. Because it may have already started. No, it starts like at 6 o'clock. Yeah. But we're gonna let this cook, this mango. If you want, let me show you what I do. I add just a teaspoon, one tablespoon of honey, just one, because we're not trying to make it into a tea. You just do it for flavor. You're gonna add some paprika. Yes, this is in the mango. You add paprika just a little bit. Where's my nutmeg? And you want to add some nutmeg to it. See my cummins. Where's my nutmeg? Okay. Here's my nutmeg. And you're going to add some nutmeg to the mango with the tea bag already in it. Add just a little bit. And again, you add a little bit of honey because sometimes that's why I use the tea bag, the green tea, because it keeps the mango from losing its flavor when you have to boil it like that, and you want to use it as a condiment. Okay? So once this gets done, so you can stir that up like that, and as you can see, the juice is formed up, and it's cooking like it's supposed to. And you just want to kind of let it get, if you wanted to thicken it, just mash it. Like the potato mashers and stuff like that, you can use one of those mashers, or you can put it in a food processor and blend it and make your sauce if you don't want to do the chunks. Me, I just do the chunks, and I'm going to show you how I just add a little bit of chunks in just for the little flavor. Once this black rice gets done, then I can show you all how to do the rice. I have 2 different types of onions that I'm going to use in my black rice. Red onion and sweet onion, Vidalian onion. Okay, and we're going to add some spinach to the rice as well. Alright, this is about how much spinach you need, because you're just going to add just a little bit as like a seasoning. So you don't have to add a whole lot of spinach to it, but what you do want to do is clean it up real good. Even though this been triple washed in the store, I always wash my vegetables regardless. And you want to cut it up Get it as small as not too small, but you do want to cut it up. And then you're going to saute it with your onions and your garlic. And then, so we'll go ahead and put the potato in here and the asparagus. Now, something that you want to do when you're cutting up your fruit, you're cutting up vegetables and fruit too, always wash it whole while it's whole first, and then cut it, because what happens is, especially with fruits, I don't know why a lot of people do this, they'll cut up the fruit and then they wash it. Don't do that. You're rinsing off and washing off the natural sweetness on it, so then it makes the fruit real bland. When you have vegetables, you want to wash it whole, especially green leaf vegetables, because what happens is when you go ahead and you cut it up and then you wash it, you lose a lot of nutrients in it. That's why the water be extra green or extra whatever color it is, other color that is showing up, because sit up there and rinse a lot of the nutrients and minerals out of it. So now it's just like whatever. But this is how you want to cut it up. I don't know if you all can really see that or not, but this is how you want to cut it up. And you just stir fry it, really. Stir fry, saute it, whatever. So, I got my avocado oil. Can you all see my avocado oil? Just gonna pour some in there, like so. All right. And I'm gonna crush. I got my garlic crusher. Dang. See, I told y'all this was last minute. I need to just go on in there in the living room, get my tripod. Hey, Junior. How are you, dear? Oh, Junior from the UK, guys. Yes. I got a lot of, well, not a whole lot, but I know a lot of people, a good amount of people in the UK. And I'm supposed to be coming there next year, Junior. So hopefully everything work out where I can come. Oh, sorry. So you guys can see this garlic press. I'm just pressing the garlic down. And I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, her and this phone. I'm sorry, I was not planning on doing all of this on the video. I was going to just cook. But I went ahead, because I haven't done a cook video in such a long time. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and do it. Put this on video. But as you all can see, I was not prepared and ready for no video, right? I'm in my night clothes and everything. Alright, so I got that done. And while the garlic is over there sauteing, you're going to go ahead and get your purple onion and your Vidalian onion. I'm doing good, Junior. How about you, dear? Thanks for asking. Alright, so red onion, and now my medallion onion, sweet onion, alright. So I got my onions sliced up really good and everything, as you all can see. They're sauteing, doing this thing. Stir it up a little bit. When it gets finished sauteing, you have to turn the eye up. Now I turned it down because I didn't want the garlic to get too burnt. I want them to be roasted, but I didn't want them to be burnt. So, going to get that in, and once that happens, then we're going to add the spinach to it. And you want to get this sauteed as much as possible first. Then add the spinach. This is my raggedy pot. I love my raggedy pans and my raggedy pots. I don't know, they just seem to cook better. So I'll just excuse the tumbling and all of that stuff because there's going to be a lot of that. Alright, so now we got that. Go ahead and add my spinach in. The spinach don't want to stay in, boy. These little pieces, they're like, not today, lady. So got this spinach. Gonna let it. I told y'all my pot. This is my raggedy pot, my raggedy skillet, but it cooks so well. That's why I am not throwing this thing away. I'm sorry, somebody will have to take it and throw it away for me because I'm not going to throw it away. I refuse to throw away my pot. Pick at me, laugh at me about my raggedy skillet. I don't care. I'm keeping it. Now what you can do is you can go ahead and start adding some of the chickpeas and the mixed vegetables in here. Oh, I'm glad I found this lima bean. Boy, that would not have been a pretty thing. With allergies to it too. I normally don't be using my hand like this, guys, but I'm working with one hand right now, and so it's hard for me to use a spoon to do what I need to do. If I was cooking for other people, I would be definitely wearing gloves, but I'm cooking for my family, not cooking for others, so this is how it's done. So I got the chickpeas and the mixed vegetables all together. Now we're going to saute this put all of these together. And I know it seems like we're boiling. I'm sorry if I'm down too low. Hold it up. But it's going to saute down real good, which we want. And you just let all of this excess water cook out of it. And then it kind of like re-saute itself, which is what we want. And once the black rice is done, we're going to add this over to the black rice with our seasoned cube. That's why it's important to measure your rice. You'll measure the water in your rice because when it comes to black rice, you don't want to rinse it off like you do with white rice. Black rice is not the kind of rice you need to be rinsing off. So you want to make sure you have just enough water in it to cook the rice. You don't want to overcook the rice. And you don't want to undercook it either. So measuring it gives you a pretty accurate, you know, feel of it. Now, as this is cooking, this is what I was telling you with the mango. For my flavoring, I was going to use it on my salmon, but I decided to just put it in here. I changed my mind. I'm going to add my mango into my rice. We're not going to put a whole lot in it, but that's it right there. So now we got all this excess water in here that we have to let cook out. So that's what we're going to do. And once this rice gets done, like I stated, we're going to add the seasoning cube. This is a vegetable seasoning cube from Goya. And we can go ahead and get it all together done for you. And my salmon is going to be the last thing that I'll cook. That's good, Junior. I'm glad you're doing right. Now I got the chicken that's cooking. That's for my son and my mom. And like I say, once that gets done, then I'll be adding the rest of the mango to it. I'm gonna have to swap it over to a different pan because of the sauce that I'm going to be making for it, which is a mango sauce that I'm going to be making from scratch. So you guys, how you all doing today? How's everybody doing? What you guys got planned? Anybody cooking a big dinner or anything? I forgot today was Sunday. I really did. I didn't realize it was Sunday till Shatima was like, "Oh, happy Sunday." I'm like, "Oh, it's already Sunday." Like, sheesh, they ain't gone. What the hell? Forgot about Sunday. Forgot today was Sunday. I was thinking today was Saturday. I really was. I was a day behind, honey. A whole day behind. Then I'm going to have my plantain that I'm going to have cooked. You can cook bananas like you cook plantains, but I like fried bananas. I like to eat it with my waffles, flapjack, or just as a condiment without, you know, all of the extra stuff that comes with it. So everything is cooking up now. This rice is about getting done, so I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning to it. You can go ahead and add the seasoning to the black rice because you're not going to be rinsing off the rice. You just let all the water cook out of it, or as you know, get it low. And that's another reason why it's good to take all the water. Make sure all the excess water in your toppings is also cooked all the way out. Oh, you're making Cornish hen, rice, and sweet peas? Okay, Chef Shatima. You getting all fancy. Cornish hen. Not just any kind of hen, honey. Cornish hen. Y'all should cook a sophisticated hen. Cornish hen. I used to eat meat. My body don't like it no more. My body's been rejecting a lot of foods. It seems like the older I get, the more stuff my body rejects. My body's like, I don't want that no more. I don't want that. Nope, I don't want that either. Nope, don't give me that no more either. Alright, y'all see how that's cooked down? And then we just mix that all together like that. Ooh, yeah, honey. Yes. Don't they look good? Mm-hmm. And all those extra beautiful colors. Yeah, boy. All right. Honey, I'm telling you all, I rarely get a chance to cook like this because of my health. So when I get an opportunity, y'all, you don't understand. People complain about cooking and cleaning up and stuff. I know it's a work, but until you get in a position physically where you can't really do that anymore and you struggle, just even fix a sandwich, to even open a bottled water. When you have strength and energy to actually get in the kitchen and cook, you be trying to cook up everything. I be doing too much a lot of times. I really be going in. And my mom be like, don't you overdo it. And I can't help it. Every time she tells me not to overdo it, what happens? I overdo it. Because I be so excited because this is a rare opportunity. This is rare for me to be able to cook like this. So I get carried away. Add some of my black pepper in here. Look, this pepper medley right here, this will save your life. It has all different types of peppercorn in it. It's so good. Yummy. All right, y'all look at how this rice coming along. It's real thick. Y'all see that? That's the way it's supposed to look. Yes. I already put that little seasoning cube in it. So once all this excess water, is cooked down, then I'm gonna add the toppings. I'm going to add this into it and take this off the eye now. It's going to still cook a little bit because the oven is on, and with the electric stove, it still come up, so whatever. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cleaning. So I like to clean as I go. Who else like to clean as they go? They like to clean as I go because I don't want to have a big mess to cook. To clean up, after the fact. Some people prefer to just clean it all up at one time. Especially if you have a house, because you got to pay the water bill. So I understand, you got to conserve and stuff. That makes sense. But if you're in a townhouse or apartment complex and you don't have to pay extra for water, shoot, bye. Isn't that crazy though? How you got to pay all this extra money for water when you in? But I guess. Because why you can't just include the water bill in the mortgage? Why they can't do that? They tell because in the apartment, but you still don't know how many people, how much water consumption each person going to use though. So it's like you still can't even measure it out. But that's a good thing that they do that. I ain't gonna complain. Let me hush. Somebody get a bright idea. Oh, you have brown rice? Oh yeah, black rice. I have the white rice. Red rice. I use red rice. Also couscous. Look, I use my couscous. Can you see that? And quinoa versus just using regular rice. It's less starch, way less starch. And it's healthy for you. Quinoa has a lot of nutrients and minerals in them. So, you're getting some health benefits. Not just good tasting food. So, yeah, I like to do that. Yeah, the black rice, they have it at Kroger, but I go to the market, the farmer's market to get it because the same price they charge for that little bag. At the grocery store, you can get a big bag like this from the market. Can you see it? From the farmer's market. It's usually going to be like Chinese or Korean or something. But I like to use it. It tastes really good. I've been eating black rice. Whew. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Eating it for, seems like forever. Oh, we put this soy sauce on the floor. Oh no, I'm put it right here. So, as you all can see, the water has simmered, is simmering down more and more. And that's what you want. Now, what you can do is turn it off. And then we're going to add this over into it. So I'm gonna have to put this down so I can't transfer it over. Okay. So I got this all together, my chickpea, my mixture, and then we put the black rice, and we're just gonna stir it in there. That's all we're gonna do, is stir it in there. Just a little bit of spinach in it, a little pieces of mango, your mixed vegetables. And you can do this with any kind of rice. It doesn't have to just be black rice. You can do it with white rice. If you do this with white rice, you do need to rinse off the rice really, really good. You need to get all that excess starch off of it, because if not, what's going to end up happening is going to be like a paste. Like you can see how the grains of the black rice, you can still see the grains all and it start mushing together. Well, that doesn't happen when you use white rice. And you make this dish, because unless you rinse all the starch off the rice, you got to rinse it very, very well. But this is pretty much, we got our vegetables blended in really good and real well with this black rice and a little bit of pieces of mango. As you see, I didn't put too much in it, just enough for just a little bit of sweet taste to it. Just a little bit of sweet taste. You don't want your food tasting like cake, you know, like you're trying to make some rice cake or something. Caramel flavored rice cake. So that's going to be it for right now, because everything else is still cooking. The asparagus and the potatoes are cooking. Let's check on the asparagus. Asparagus. Delicious, right? I'll leave the asparagus in for maybe about 5 more minutes, and I actually have it lined on parchment paper because it makes it easy for it to come up. And not only does it make it easy for it to come up, but it's also make it easy for cleaning. So just in case, you know, for those who may not know that. Now I'm going to get my cinnamon. My back be killing me, y'all. I haven't strained, not to my knowledge. I don't think I've strained it myself, but my body's like that. I don't feel like I've strained myself, but my back is really hurting. Oh. So I'm going to take out a few pieces just in case my mom wants salmon too. I don't eat chicken, turkey, or beef, or pork, or lamb, deer. I don't eat none of that. Only kind of meat that I would probably eat is certain types of seafood. You know, I'm very particular about that. Depends on the texture of the fish. If it's a bitter fish, I don't like it. That's why I don't like the skin on my salmon. The skin on the salmon makes it taste really bitter. I don't like bitter picture tasting foods. That's why I don't even like rutabagas. That's how you pronounce it, rutabagas. Rutabagas, however you pronounce it, shit, something like that. Anywho. Or my parchment. Oh, let me get my parchment. So I got my parchment paper. Just gonna fold it and add my salmon onto it. Now I will say with frozen salmon, the only thing about cooking it just as frozen like it is, and you can stick it in the oven and cook it, but it just builds up that stuff on top of it. I don't like that. And yes, and wash down everything, because I don't know who hands been on this salmon pack, you know, doing transitioning or packing and stuff like that. So just be clean. Let's place this down on the parchment paper. And does it take salmon long at all to cook? Even when it's frozen, it's probably take about 10. Let's see, the oven's at 350 and it's already good and hot, so it'll probably be about 10 minutes for this to cook on the bottom rack, that is. If you have to put it on the top rack, it's not going to work. It'll be about 15 minutes. And I'm going to have to put this on the top rack because I still have the asparagus cooking and the baked yam, purple yams. Purple yams are so good. I love purple yam. You guys hanging with me, boy. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I haven't cooked in a while. Y'all like, dang on, you slacking. Slacking. So I got this seasoning because I heard a lot about it. So I purchased this called Slap Your Mama. And it's a really good seasoning that I like. I still like my blend better. Yeah, I'm being biased and petty. But it's actually good. I really like it. I use a little bit of this one and I use a little bit of my own. My own special blend. You never seen Black Rice, Junior? They actually have it over there in the UK too. Well, I don't know if all Walmarts over there have it or not, but the one that I went to, well, I mean, like that was like 2 decades ago, 2.5 decades ago. They actually had the Black Rice there. At that particular location. So usually like farmers markets and stuff like that, natural whole food places, you can find it in places like that. So. But yeah, Black Rice is really good. We like it a lot. And you cook it just like regular rice. You cook it just like regular. Yeah. So guys, I got my salmon easily seasoned, as you all can see, seasoned very easily. I'm going to put it in the oven now and let it bake for about 15 minutes because the oven is good and hot. As a matter of, well, since I already put mango in the rice, I'm not going to put none on top of the salmon because that's what I was going to do, is put some on top of the salmon. But I'm not going to do that. So I got that in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and take out this asparagus because I don't want them to overcook. So look at the asparagus. So like I overcooked them a little bit. I'm gonna get my tongs. So here are my asparagus. When I purchased them, they were already looking like this. Let me show you. Because they were on sale. They were like 2 for $1 at the market. And so they were already kind of going like this. And I went ahead and cooked them because I didn't want them to go all the way bad. So, but they were 2 for $1. So why not? Let me see. See if I can show you all how. Look at my fridge, guys. That's my mom's sneakers, not mine. A friend brought it to her. But you see how this, how the asparagus already looking. So they were kind of like that beforehand and stuff. I'm gonna wipe that down. Anytime something hit my floor, I wash it off. I don't be playing. If it hits the floor, it gets clean. Gets rinsed off, washed off, whatever. But this is the norm of my fridge. This is what I have in my fridge on a regular basis. Fruits and vegetables and stuff. Rarely ever would you find junk food, cakes, and all that extra stuff in here. Even in my covers. Tomatoes, limes. These limes was 10 for $1 at the farmer's market. I got zucchini. All of this zucchini was $1. These bell peppers, I got a big bag of bell peppers for $2. This big bag of spinach right here, I got for $4. And so yeah, that's how we eat on a regular basis. So I'm just going to take this off because I don't want the asparagus to overcook any more than what they already have. But definitely want to try them. I'm going to see how it tastes. Be my own guinea pig. See how one tastes. Boy. Asparagus is seasoned to perfection. Now, okay. I like the way I seasoned it this time. I know. I need to do that every time. I try to figure it out how I mean, I season them good every time, but it's like, I don't know. It just seems like the season is kicking on another level. Okay, so the only thing we're waiting for is the salmon potatoes, it's the purple yams, and the chicken to finish cooking. Put these. And then that would be it. And what I'll do is I'm going to take a picture of everything once it's done. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me as I cooked in my So Yummy Licious kitchen. I know it's been a long time since I've done this. You know, I owe you guys a video. So there you go. I made it extra long and extra special for y'all. Oh, my plantain. I'm going to cook my plantain for my rice. My mix. And so you guys take care. God bless. One love. Peace. You guys have a great day.